Good morning, students. So, today let's revise chapter 1, that is The Little Prince Visits the King. So, I have already taught you this chapter and I sent you, I think, 2 and 3 videos related with this chapter. Since this chapter is coming in your midterm exam, so you're supposed to revise it and read it between the lines. So, this story is related with Little Prince and a king. Okay, the king was very proud and he was very dominating. He used to say that he rules over the entire universe, but he had a logic in his statement. He didn't order anyone which cannot be followed. That means he only gave those orders which can be obeyed very easily. So this was a quite strange thing with the king. When the little prince visits asteroid 325, which was a very small one, so he meets a crazy king here. Okay, it was inhabited by a king, and he was quite, mad and crazy and strange king. He addressed him as a subject, and this, amazed the little prince because he was not acquainted with the king. Now, since the little prince was quite tired, he wanted to, sleep, but he was not getting place to sit and sleep. He started yawning and feeling sleepy, but the king did not like this. He said that here in front of king you cannot yawn because it is against the etiquette of my kingdom. Now the prince replied that I can't help it. I am so tired that I can't help yawning. Now the king changed his statement. He said that I order you to yawn. This was quite surprising for the little prince. So, but to the readers, this proved that the king was quite logical. He only passed those orders which can be obeyed. He was knowing that right now the prince was quite tired. He can't help yawning. This is the reason that he ordered him to yawn. This proves that the king was quite logical. In the middle part of the story, the little prince desired to see the sunset. In fact, he was missing the sunset of his country, so he wanted to see the beautiful sunset. And he asked the king, he requested the king to show him the beautiful sunset. Again, the question was quite illogical because the king only commanded the things which can be followed, and he always kept a schedule of season, time, weather, situation. So according to all these things he used to pass his commands. So this was quite interesting thing about the king, and the prince also was quite amazed to meet this crazy king. Now the little prince wanted to go back to his own land because now he was quite irritated with the stupid command of the king, and he wanted to return to his land as soon as possible. But now the king did not want to lose the prince because he thought that at last he got a subject to rule over him, because before he didn't have any subject. He was only ruling over a small cat, and he used to say that he ruled over the universe. So this was an exaggeration. In fact, he did not have anyone to rule, so the king did not want to lose the prince, and at last he proposed him to be the minister in his kingdom, which the king flat which the sorry which the prince flatly refused. He said that no, he is not at all interested in his kingdom and in his asteroid. So he said bye, and at last he left the place.